Hello and welcome back. Dual spoilers suggest that in Salem, Kayla will give birth this week, and give birth to baby Stefano. Dr. Rolf implanted the embryo in Kayla after kidnapping her last year. Steve will be on hand to deliver the package of evil, joy. After days of our lives Stefano's death, Dr. Rolf planted his essence in Steve's brain, and then had the chip removed. Steve returned to normal, and the chip was destroyed. However, Dr. Rolf had another plan. Rolf would use Stefano's DNA to create an embryo and clone it. Unfortunately for Rolf, he lost his subject, which he was going to use for implantation and had to improvise. Kayla was in the right place at the right time, and Rolf chose to implant the embryo in her against her will. However, now the baby is full, and Kayla is going to give birth at the Brady pub. Since Days of Our Lives Kayla is in active labor, Steve has no choice but to deliver the child. What will Steve and Kayla do with this baby after birth? Steve will gladly help his wife give birth to this child, and he's not about to let her suffer alone. However, Steve and Kayla are going to have to raise the clone of the man who tortured their family for a year. Can these two parents this child without placing Stefano's sins on it? Could Steve and Kayla raise baby Stefano to be a good and honest man? While it might sound odd, Days of Our Lives has a few demares on screen, and they might decide to sue for custody of their flesh and blood. Stefano was their father, but this baby is still part of them. Baby Stefano wouldn't have Stefano's towering presence, but why would someone unrelated who hadn't be a student? Let's be honest. One of the Demera kids are able to raise a child right now. In addition, Kayla gave birth to this child and should have certain rights. Dr. Rolf is in prison and cannot turn him into the man he once was. Baby Stefano would be much better at the Johnson. Will Steve and Kayla fight to keep baby Stefano from his family? Will Stefano turn out to be any different if he's not brought up in Demera? Make sure to keep up to date with everything going on with Days right now. Check back here often for spoilers, news, and updates from Days of Our Lives. Thanks for watching, goodbye, and see you again.